Hi guys. Okay, so I'm here to talk to you today about chapter 4 of my book, Growing Pains. Chapter 4 is called I'm Not Your Superwoman. God doesn't need your money. He really doesn't. He's the God of the whole universe. What he needs is your heart. And the Word of God says, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So if you let money become your God and your Lord, and you put your trust in it, then God is not going to be able to pour out his blessings on you, because he knows that whatever your money tells you to do, that's what you're going to do. But if you're willing to trust him with your finances, then he'll be able to do great things in your life. He'll know that if he pours out his blessings on you, to include financial blessings, that you won't just go off and do something that's outside his will, which is what a lot of people end up doing. So there's been many times where I've sown and then I've seen substantial increase or provision or protection over my finances. I didn't know why I was doing it. All I knew was that God told me to do it. And then later, I would see, oh, he wanted me to sow because this. He was trying to open the door for this. And it's just a matter, it's a matter of showing yourself that you really trust the Lord. It says in the Word that he who is faithful over a little thing is faithful in much. So if you will be faithful over the little bit of money that he has trusted you with in this season, then he'll pour out more on you, and it'll progressively continue to grow and grow and grow. It is not God's desire for you to live paycheck to paycheck. It's not God's desire for you to be on welfare. It's not God's desire for you to not have enough to take care of your family. It's not God's desire for you to only be able to take care of your family. He wants you to be blessed, to be a blessing. You are supposed to be a blessing to other people. And you can read through the entire Bible, and any person who was in a relationship with God, who had a covenant with God, he constantly poured out his blessings upon them. And those blessings weren't just spiritual blessings. They also came with finances, with cattle, with donkeys, gold, silver, all of those things. So why would he not want to do that for you? The Word of God says that we have an even greater covenant than the one that was given in the Old Testament. And all the people in the Old Testament, any of them who had a covenant with God, they did not lack anything. Why would he want you to lack anything? Stop trying to be Superwoman and do it by yourself. Rely on God to take care of you. It's not just about finances, but that's primarily what I talk about in that chapter. I do talk about also learning how to relax and give things over to God, as far as taking on too much stuff and learning to just, sometimes laundry just won't get done. Just listen. Sometimes I go home and I'm a super busy person. Maybe you don't know, but you know, I with work, and I'm in school working on my degree. I do videos. I write. I have another web series that I do with my friends. I'm in ministry. I do a bunch of stuff. Plus, I have 2 kids, and I'm a single mom. So my schedule is constantly packed. But the Lord had to tell me and teach me how not to overflow or overbook my schedule, I should say. Not to get so caught up in stuff, because one of my biggest issues was I would never say no to anything. Now, I know a lot of my stuff seems like, oh, well, you still do a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I've learned how to balance these things so that I'm not stressed out. I'm not tired. I'm not sick and tired. I'm not sick and tired. So I don't get sick, and I'm not tired. I'm rested because I'm doing only what the Lord has told me to do. And so when you find out, when you seek God and find out what it is specifically that he wants you to do for your life, for the plan that he created you for, then you will have a grace for it. You won't be exhausted about it. If you're doing a bunch of stuff and you're just exhausted and tired, then chances are you're doing a bunch of stuff that the Lord did not tell you to do. I had to learn how to do only what God had told me to do. And he taught me how to manage my time so that my children don't lack anything, so that I'm not like, okay, I tell you, when my oldest son was younger, when I first got divorced, I was working 2 jobs and I was going to school. I wasn't really living for Jesus at this time either. But, so when I would see him, I would be like, okay, baby, you just need to go lay down. And he maybe about 2. I was like, you need to lay down because mommy is sleepy. Mommy needs to go to sleep because mommy got to go back to work in a couple of hours. And that was nonstop. And yeah, I had money, but it was really just paying my bills, and so that, I could make it, but I wasn't happy. I was miserable. And, at that time, like I said, I wasn't really saved. Well, I wasn't saved, period. I had backslidden. But so, my life was filled with relationships. When I had time, I was in relationships and stuff. And, but I was busy running myself ragged, trying to make ends meet and take care of my child and have a roof over his head and have food and have clothes and stuff. And I wasn't happy. Now I have 1 job. 1. And, and I'm happy and I have so much peace. And a lot of people, they ask me, well, how do you do all of this stuff? Or why are you in the city that you're in and there's nothing out there? And that's how I felt when I first came here too. But when you go to the place where God called you to be, then you have a peace and you're in your right place. And so things aren't hard for you. My life is not hard. I know a lot of people don't believe that because they don't know how you can have a life that's not hard. My life is not hard. I'm really happy. I'm really at peace with things in my life. I'm not stressing over money. I'm not stressing over anything. Not stressing over school. Do I like being in school? No, I don't. If it was up to me, I would not even be in school. But that's what the Lord told me to do. And He's graced me to be able to complete my degree. And I could be on honor roll too. So I get good grades and all that stuff. So, which was amazing to me because I was always the average student. So, to be getting A's in my classes is because it's God's grace on my life. It's because this is what He told me to do in this season of my life. So everything has to work out for my favor. I'm telling you, if it's not working in your life, it's because you're not doing what God has told you to do. You're probably just doing something that you think seems like the right thing to do right now. So, but I can ramble on and on and on. I don't want to do that with you guys. I will say, if you have not gotten the book, definitely get the book. The link is on my page. You can go order it. If you order it from my Etsy page, I will send you personally an autographed copy. And you can read about all my story in there. You can read what the Lord taught me and ask the Lord how you can apply those principles to your life. You can't do exactly what I did, but you can apply some of those principles to your life so that you can walk in the purpose and destiny God has for you. And you can stop stressing and you can stop struggling and you can be the superwoman that God calls you to be, not in your own strength, but in His strength. All right. I love you guys. Have a great night.